Okay, I'm back. I'm just waiting for my dropped frames percentage to go back to 0. It always spikes way high when I immediately start, and then goes back down. Just want to make sure that changing the hardware encoding didn't screw with that. But it definitely stopped using quite so much CPU, switching over to that, so that'll help. Hopefully, if that was the entire issue. Ooh, hang on, gotta get the water. Ugh, I should put the water behind me again, not in front of me. As I've said before, I have a weird setup here where I'm not actually sitting at my desk, I'm sitting far away from it, sort of. The way that I have this set up, I've said this before, but my chair is a piece of shit my dad got when they were throwing it away at his work. And the back of it won't stay upright. Like, if I lean into it at all, like, I mean, if I just sit in the chair naturally, not like trying to lean back into it, but just sitting, the back won't hold my weight up, and it will just fold backwards till I'm almost laying down. So in order to use this chair, I have to back it up against this, like, storage bed that's in this room. And I have my keyboard and mouse and microphone sitting on top of an upside-down musical keyboard on my lap. So there's actually, like, more than an arm's length between me and the actual desk. So I don't know why I put my water on top of the desk, because, not easy to reach. Anyways, dropped frames is almost down to 0%, slowly going from 1.6 down, so let's move on. Of course, the last one was Mab 2D by Tom Neff. No. No. Can I skip this? Will you guys let me skip this? It's a Terry WAD. There's a whole folder of just Terry WADs, and I finally got one that's in that folder. And I don't want to play this. I just don't. If you insist, I'll do it. I mean, that's what I said I would do, is that I would play anything that I got, but Oh no, Terry WAD, let's not. Ranger says no. Surprised the Ranger even actually knows what a Terry WAD is. Because I know you said that you're not that big into Doom. Well, you know what? One person saying I'm okay to skip it is enough for me. So we're moving right on. You guys talked about it, so I am afraid. Let me sum it up for you, Ranger. A Terry WAD is essentially, remember that shitty thing we played last night? It's like that. Only it's, like, way worse because it's not meant to be funny, it's just meant to piss you off. So that the author can laugh about pissing you off. Because the authors are always assholes. Yeah, a troll map, exactly. And usually they literally are. It like starts out as like a normal, nice map, and you're like, oh, okay, this is like, you know, maybe not the best map, but you know, it's a decent enough. And then you open a door and like fall into a pit of rapidly flashing colors and MS Paint enemies and giant JPEGs of Shrek, and everything's going like over 9,000 while Nyan Cat music plays, and I feel like death at that point. I feel like being dead. So I didn't even say what this map is. This is MJS 01 by Mark St. Hilaire. Sounds like a funny guy. Now, this says 05/25/11 for the date, but somebody says Perseus may be updating stuff from the days of yesteryear, so let me look down here and see if this has a real date. This is another one where the actual text file at the bottom talks about BBSs, so... Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the real date. It just has the date that somebody uploaded it, but, were I to guess, if it was on a BBS, and it's for Doom 2, I would say this is probably from sometime in 1995 would be my best guess. I don't know for sure, but that's going to be my guess. Anyways, here's the description. At this point, I'm only making one fairly tough skill level and single-player games. Feel free to make any changes to the map that you wish, add more player starts, etc., but if you make changes and pass the revised map around, please include the above editor information in the zip file. Using a map editor, Deep is only one worth mentioning. To change an existing map is about as easy as it gets, a real no-brainer. Be aware, though, that it does take considerable time to learn the tricks and techniques involved in making a level from scratch. I haven't been blessed with an artistic eye, so my levels will never be as good as some others. Aww, Mark. But using Deep, I know they will be technically correct, no Hall of Mirrors or other problems of that type that I've seen. Deep does all kinds of checking to ensure WAD integrity, so why not give it a try? Level creation is actually quite a bit of fun. You know what, I'm going to give Mark the benefit of the doubt. You know, he went into this berating himself, you know, I don't have an artistic eye. Well, you know what? I'm willing to give him a shot. You know, I want to see him succeed in the world of business. And so, yeah, here we go. Let's play MJS 01. For Doom 2. Here we go. Mark is a humble man. Yeah, exactly. Oh yes, much better. There doesn't appear to be any frame rate weirdness now. You know what? Okay, well, I will say I didn't much care for the Revenant immediately after starting the map. It's far from the worst thing I've ever played, though. All the good artists think their art sucks. Oh, is that why I hate everything that I make? Or actually, no, I like a lot of what I make, so does that mean that I'm actually really shitty? Or does that mean only the things that I hate are things that are good, and the things that I end up liking are bad? Oh! Okay, Mark, this was not a good idea. I can't imagine doing this part with... Mark. Here's a tip for you, Mark. Don't use the Nazis in regular levels. Bit of a texture alignment, but hey, you know, back then they didn't have, like, auto-alignment stuff that we're used to now, so... Again, you know, this isn't that bad. Oh, you know what? Can you guys see the Steam stuff popping up in the corners? I just realized that I launched this through my Steam shortcut for QZDL, so... Are you having FPS issues, or is it just the stream occasionally slowing? No, I checked already. That I've fixed what the issue that I was having. I was having some FPS issues just because of CPU power. Now we're getting a bit of FPS to... Fuck. Hang on. This is my connection this time. This isn't an in-game FPS drop. This is dropped frames from OBS. Shit. Hang on. Let me stop and restart again. Let me tweak the settings a bit.